I do not have a fiddle, so I get myself a stick, and then I beat upon a can or pound upon a brick. And if the meter needs a change, I give the cat a kick.
No one doubts that artists and dancers, poets and dramatists are esteemed by those who love and support the arts. But will such artists long be remembered? How will they be celebrated? How will their achievements be studied by and shared with students and patrons and fellow poets? A good university serves as a cultural resource for the people of its region. Saginaw Valley State University is that cultural resource for the citizens of East Central Michigan. Founded in 1963, SVSU provides an array of activities, from theater to music, to speakers, to programs that are meant to matter intellectually. One of SVSU's premier artistic endeavors is the awarding of the Theodore Roethke Memorial Poetry Prize in honor of one of Saginaw's most famous native sons.
Ted Roethke's hometown, our hometown, Saginaw, produced an awful lot of athletes and entertainers, captains of industry and politicians, and they've celebrated them, as indeed we should celebrate them. But beyond the sheer power and money, there's also the power of words and images. And we now have an opportunity to celebrate another famous Saginawian, a great Saginawian, Ted Roethke.
I think he'd be very happy to know how much attention he's getting in Michigan now. And I'm thrilled that he is getting it too, because I'm very proud of him.
Since 1968, this triennial prize has been awarded to a poet of national prominence. For poets and patrons of the arts, the Roethke Prize is considered a significant award. And in 2008, the centennial of Theodore Roethke's birth, the presentation of the award highlighted a 4-day celebration that included poetry slams, tours to local Roethke landmarks, readings and plays, a reception, and visits by distinguished guests to university classrooms.
Robert Pinsky's grown-up poems are a national treasure. It's an honor to present him with the Theodore Roethke Prize for his latest book, the unanimous choice of the 3 judges, Gulf Music.
But who was Theodore Roethke? What lasting gift has he left for the community, for the university, for future generations of aspiring poets?
He was a marvelous teacher. That's how I knew him first. I was in his classes for 2.5 years.
I think Theodore Roethke has given Saginaw a great sense of pride in his identity, that he grew up here, went to church here, grade school, then went on to the University of Michigan and graduated, and later got an honorary doctorate degree, went to Harvard, was a very successful poet, won a Pulitzer Prize.
His most famous piece probably is that poem, My Papa's Waltz. And we can see him in the film In a Dark Time recite this poem as he sways from side to side.
The whiskey on your breath could make a small boy dizzy, but I hung on like death. Such waltzing was not easy.
Within a few short years of Theodore Roethke's death in 1963, a benefit was organized to raise funds for a single purpose, a memorial award in his name for the best book by an American poet, published within a specific 3-year period. The prize of $3,000 was a significant sum at that time. For more than 40 years, this prestigious national prize has been awarded to such luminaries as Robert Penn Warren, Donald Finkel, John Ciardi, Carolyn Kaiser, and Kimiko Hahn. But now it's time to look to the future, to increase the amount of the award, and to perpetuate Roethke's legacy in other ways as well.
I think it's a great benefit to the college to perhaps someday have a Roethke scholar, a professor here that would teach in that area of expertise, and it would attract people from around to come and find out more about this very interesting man.
Now that the Theodore Roethke Memorial Foundation is formally associated with Saginaw Valley State University, we have some far-reaching plans for the future. We would like to increase the Roethke Prize to $10,000 and plan to establish a visiting poet, scholar in residency at the university. SVSU currently offers a course on the life and works of Roethke, and this new program would allow for more classes and academic research specific to Roethke's poetry and interests. In addition, we would like to continue expanding the festivities for the prize to a week-long celebration of Roethke and poetry. To make these plans a reality, we have created the Theodore Roethke Memorial Endowment Fund with the goal of raising $500,000. A lovely serene spot on the SVSU campus has been chosen for the Roethke Poets Garden. This beautifully landscaped natural retreat pays fitting tribute to Roethke's love of flowers and nature, and the suitable monument will be placed there bearing the names of significant donors to the fund.
And there is a Shakespeare garden at Vassar College, and it would be wonderful to have a Roethke garden. It's an area to come and say, oh, how beautiful, and what a wonderful thing this man did for us.
Roethke was not just a great poet, he was also a great teacher of poetry and poetic technique. We aspire to do the same things here, and how wonderful it would be to do it in his name and in his memory. A scholar in residence would give us a chance to bring a distinguished scholar here, a distinguished poet, so that our students could brush up against not Ted Roethke in person, but people of that caliber, people like him, and perhaps their sights would be lifted even as Roethke's sights were lifted by this town of ours, this place of ours, to do great things and to create powerful images that will move others, even as Roethke's images have moved us.
A gift to the Theodore Roethke Memorial Foundation offers the opportunity to sustain a prize and event that has lasted 4 decades. It ensures not only that Roethke's poetry will endure, but that other great American poets will be celebrated and supported. And possibly, the greatest gift of all is for those students who see in Roethke the burden and the beauty of sharing with the world the poetry in all of us.
I feel that poetry, finally, is a joyous thing. Hence, once more the round. What's greater, pebble or pond? What can be known? The unknown. And everything comes to one as we dance on, dance on, dance on.